Y'all, I'm being ratchet. Don't worry about it, okay? Um, Thank you. 1025. It is crazy, y'all. When spirit starts, they find a way. It's like they keep a way. This is Start with the Star Blooms. I'm literally on here to share why. Because I feel like I love having context. You know what I'm saying? I love it when I could basically be in a rate of like clarity and understanding and being on a self journey. A lot of the times we be so caught up, we be so overwhelmed, we get and we respond, we react, we overwork, we overthink, we stress, we worry, we are we have such a rate of anticipation of what could is going to happen because we are aware that we're on a journey and a quest, right? That we sometimes get beyond. You wasting your time wondering why your time is being wasted. You get to a point where you recognize, and somebody said this so beautiful. I don't remember what his name is. Wasted time isn't wasted. You get to a point where you heal at a rate and you recognize in the area, in the spaces where I gave and it was unrequited. In the spaces where it was the opportunity. Like we pray for things, we petition for things, we ask for things. We're in the route too. We are manifesting things, right? Sometimes we be expecting the thing to show up at our address, and what'll happen is the opportunity will arrive, right? And you may not know, mm, all of these messages aligned. You may not know where this opportunity will take you, right? But if you're not in a rate and in a space where you're willing to be one with yourself, to be whole in making your decisions and allowing yourself to constantly stay prostate each time you get to the rate of actually being in receipt, you'll never actually get over the other side of what has come for you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why choose myself? Why am I more important? People who choose themselves usually be the lonely people. No, y'all, this is what's happening. There's a clearing that has come. There's a one, two, release them that's happened, right? Because Big Mama Saul came and has conquered, all right? It's already over, right? But yet a lot of people are still in the mission of waiting for. You get what I'm saying? And I made this statement, had this channel literally almost 2 years ago, where I literally heard a belt come out of my spirit, okay, as I was speaking, that basically made it clear I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get all that belongs to me. Not gonna be in no low vibrational energy. Not gonna be out here continuing to ask and question and try to convince yourself. You're not about to be in no lack mindset. You're not about to be representing, a cosmic rate of who it is that you are and stand at a rate that doesn't actually mirror what you are on a spiritual level. Like I've I've created providence over you. I've already said so, so it is, so shall it be, right? And what happens is you got to be in a space where, yeah, that's for me, right? A lot of y'all start hearing these 404. Y'all hear these conversations. Y'all hear people saying, think more, choose yourself, pour into yourself, self-love. You should be doing this. You should take time to do this, blah, 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 blah. Everybody feels so overwhelmed because everybody is telling everybody what to do. It's not about what nobody else is telling you what to do. Anytime you go outside, you only receiving confirmation of what you already have, what you already know to be true. So it's get more closer to you. If you're worried about connecting to another energy, make sure that your divine masculine, okay, your external, your divine feminine, your internal worlds have met, meted, and came into agreement and are now balanced. So that whatever I call in is aligned and matched to that. I don't want to call in because that's what happens, y'all. I might have been cool where I was balancing my divine masculine. But do you know what happens? It had me out here looking like a damn man, going out here 505, going out here dealing with men who would rather be, um, I don't know why I just said equestered, who would rather be, treated like, the divine feminine, who wanted to be chaste. They don't want you to be at a rate to where you could be seated within your spirit. You can never get to this point of having this ease within your vessel. You can't magnetize like you are to innately to do so, because you're operating from a space that has not been harmonized. I'm speaking to y'all and I'm only telling y'all this, y'all. Balancing, coming into self, acknowledging, getting real with self, recognizing, healing self, you know, uh, eradicating, releasing, purging with self, so you can get in alignment with you and all that is, all right? So you could be able to be at a rate to where you're supposed to be at. This is only for the people that it's meant for. You never have to get offended if it's not meant for you. 606, if you get triggered, I be telling people, Bone Quickly be at the trigger station, y'all, sometimes making the neck and the head go on swivel just because they want you to catch the case. The reality of it is that if I am not in a space or a rate where you can meet me, what you saying can't really greet me. So a lot of this will sound like womp 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. Chris Brown, what is it called? It's Chris Brown, my silly ass. Charlie Brown's Christmas, whatever, right? It'll sound like that. It'll sound like blah, 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 blah. Cool. That is your indicator. Move along. For the ones who said, that's what it is. I keep on chasing after this person. It's not that the person is right or wrong. It's that I'm not in balance with myself. Whatever I am attaching me to is not going to be at a rate to where it could receive, perceive, or make room or have space for whatever it is that I need. And it will always cause a lesson for me to be greeted with, because there is still some work to be done. That's all right. That's what we're here for, y'all. We're just going to do the work. We're going to love ourselves. We're going to choose to love ourselves. It is a choice, and you got to make it with your whole body. You got to make it with your whole body. Like, I hear you, spirit. I was out here. I was out here, spirit. Yeah. Yeah. I had been in a circumstance, and I thought that I could just do what felt comfortable and what felt good. But to whom? Felt comfortable and good to whom? I made a decision to go after something based off of an old, precognition. I had been given different resources that had been built upon that space. So even though I didn't make the decision at the rate that I had received, I had already grown past so a new decision, and I had channeled this and I had told myself this before I even got to this point. But because I was still at a rate where something had to actually formulate itself, Spirit allowed me to be at this rate to get the message. When I got it, y'all, I sat with myself. Regardless of whatever comes with this spirit, I receive the truth for me. I don't have to blame nobody else. I take accountability for me. And because I forgive myself, I could hold space and say, hey, I release anything that allows me to be at a rate. Y'all, all of that resentment that you carry, and it's like a treasure chest. Actually, it's almost like a dragon in a cave, in a layer, where you got all of these things, all of this wealth, all of this abundance, and you can't use it. You can't do anything with it. You can't buy anything. I never really understood the whole concept of why dragons would have so much gold and treasure in these caves and spaces that they would always end up being at. It was always something to be looked at deeper, to be perceived deeper. What you possess holds and carries rates from within you. Release those chains and shackles, okay? Eradicate yourself, free yourself, align yourself to you so you could be able to use your time as the wealthy abundance that it is, because you're not going to get it back, all right? And once you start going towards you, you'll recognize, oh, wow, everything actually comes to me. I'm not really going towards it. I just moved all of the noise out. I just muted all of the distractions out. Now I'm actually focused. Now I'm actually pouring in, and now I'm actually capable to be open to receive. Okay? I love y'all. I hope this makes more sense.